and hopefully you get more chances to continue being a funny guy.
Thanks, Chad. I appreciate you, dude. Hey, keep painting, huh?
You know what? I will. I will. This is not the last time you'll see this. I promise you. No, Ryan. Actually, we spoke earlier this year, and you asked that same question.
I know. I was just gonna say, I think I asked that before, but I'm gonna ask you every time.
It's all right. Hey, look, I appreciate it. It's something I look forward to. It'll be our thing. Just like Paul Rudd and Conan have that one clip
That's
from Short
right.
Circuit.
No, it's Mac and Me, dude.
Mac and me, excuse me. Oh my God, I can't believe I said Short
I
Circuit.
remember watching Mac and Me in the theater and walking out crying. I was so terrified of that movie. This doesn't make any sense, I know, because it's not a scary movie,
I
but I
was,
was freaked out.
I was like, is it bad? Is it good? I've never seen it.
It's so creepy. The alien guy freaked me out. I was scared of aliens as a kid. I don't know why.
What about now? Are you still afraid of aliens?
I don't know if they're. No, I'm not. I don't know if they're. They would be here. Maybe they're here.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
they're walking
scared.
around us right now.
Probably.
Well, how's it going? How's the press for this new season of Night Court been going? Now that you're a part of the cast and recurring part of the cast and
Kind of. It's great. It's so cool to still be a part of it. Such a rad show, and from a legendary beginning, and it's so cool to be a part of a show with Melissa and John Larroquette, and yeah, I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting. I just watched the second part to the two-part premiere and or start of the season, and it feels as though you were there for such a long time. The acting was so effortless, especially with like and this is not no offense to the show, but like a cliche of a storyline. Just like
Sure.
is he the son of one of the main characters? And then they go through this whole rigmarole, and I think it's still very funny because I still think it pays off and everything works because you're still connected to everybody no matter what happens in the end.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think it's like, Jake thinking about at this age in his life, if Dan is, not having a father growing up, and if Dan's the guy, and then Dan also like kind of getting connected to it, they make the stakes kind of high, because you kind of see them bond and all that stuff. It's really, I think it was really fun to do. Because I didn't get that many scenes with John earlier, I mean, we'd have like
Right.
a couple lines here and there, but to get to really dig in with him was a blast because you know, he's a legend. So it was very fun.
Yeah, and I feel like his character has really, at the start of the series, he was kind of a hard ass compared to how he was in the original show. And now in season three, he's been really whittled down because Abby is that type of person to just grate on somebody to where they have to accept who she is. And now he can be silly and play with you, and you guys can fix an Aeron chair,
Yeah.
and like I think it's very funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was so cool. Yeah, it's fun to see his playful side. And in real life too, like he'll be very serious about the script, and then all of a sudden he's just like the goofiest, silliest kid,
Yeah.
so he plays those both sides in real life too, which is so fun. Yeah.
What was it when you got up from fixing the chair? There's a very funny detail where you had grease on your forearm, like you were fixing a car. And I have to know, was that you? Was that the costume department, the makeup? Because that was a very funny detail that was unnecessary.
I know, totally. I think it was Dan, our showrunner, wanted us to look like we're really like working on a car or something, but it's really like an Eames lounger or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so dorky, and we're not really manly men, but we're fixing a chair. Like, it's so good. No, that definitely wasn't my idea, but I loved it. I thought it was really funny.
No, I think you guys are pretty manly men. I saw it when I saw you stand next to Melissa Rauch for the first time. I was like, holy cow, like this man. Like I know she's a short person, but
She's
it was
tiny,
insane.
dude. And
Yeah.
and she's so tiny, and she's still like wearing like pumps or whatever, or heels or
Oh, good Lord.
whatever. So she's even smaller than that, man. She's so cute and such a little powerhouse.
Yeah.
She's awesome. I love her.
I thought it was very funny to see you like crane your neck over to kiss her. And then,
Yeah, totally.
that was wonderful.
Totally. I was
Uh,
gonna make a joke like I have practiced doing that, kissing my daughters, but then that would just be weird because
yeah.
like, yeah, that's weird. So we're gonna cut that out.
What was it like working with Wendie Malick too? Because she is just such a wonderful person, and like to see that you share scenes with her too is just fantastic.
Chad, I'm gonna be honest. It's actually really hard working with her because it's hard to focus when you have a crush on someone, um, and you have to work with them
Yeah.
alongside of them. She is so talented, and there's just like this elegance about her and her like strength and her beauty. She's such a babe. She's
Yeah. Yeah.
and so cool. I love her. She's great. I'm in love with her.
You better tell your wife.
Oh, right. Yeah. No, in my yeah, no. And my character is not in love with her either. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. Is it the voice? Is it the look? Like I know you just named a bunch of things, but for me, it's that voice. If she said anything to me, I would be like, yes, ma'am, I'm right
Oh,
on top of it.
totally. It's the voice. It's there's some sort of presence about her that's like I don't she just kind of floats through life
Mhm.
and like and she's so strong and powerful but like elegant and I don't know she's just so cool. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is.
Yeah, I love her. What did you bring from last season and what are you building on from those from the appearing in the last season now in this season now that you're going to be a much bigger character with longer role?
Yeah, I think like the connection with Jake and Abby, like they're way more comfortable with each other. They can talk about stuff. They do weird things together, all of that. And then so I think that's really, really cool. It makes and it kind of frees up my character too. It's not like we're like on the first date stages,
Yeah.
where you kind and I'm like the not the HR guy only, where I'm
Yeah.
like I'm a professional. So this kind of it just makes it a little more freeing for my character and for her to kind of play a little more, which is fun. So it keeps it light. And then also, it gets kind of heavy at some points too, so you kind of get both of those, which is cool.
I'm wondering, if you weren't playing this character who was dating one of the main characters and you were somebody who's appearing in a guest role as, you as somebody going to court, what would the scenario be? Would it be as wacky as they were in the original series or as they are the way they now?
That's a good question. I don't know. Like if I wasn't Jake, but I was someone on the show, is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, just like somebody who Dan is defending.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be some weirdo. I don't know. That like has some weird kink that he has to defend. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's we have to work on that because that's my
Yeah.
favorite part of the show. I love Night Court when, especially in the original series, when it's that old couple that the country couple rather who would just always pop back up in court because of one crazy story or another.
Wait, was there a recurring couple that would come into court on Night Court back in the day?
Yeah, yeah, and they were I forgot who was played by, but they were one of them's like became like a sitcom guy, so they had to leave. But in one episode, they were abducted by aliens, and nobody believed them.
Ah, that's so good.
Yeah, I completely forgot what they're called. All
I
right,
love it.
Ryan, this has been fantastic to come back and talk to you now that you're not mobile. The first time you were in the car, now you're
Totally.
stationary. This is fantastic. I get to see you sitting behind in the palm trees, breezing behind you and
On
everything.
vacation, baby.
Yeah, I love it, man. Well, congratulations on this new season. I'm so happy for you. I love seeing you pop up places. I love seeing you star in things, and hopefully you get more chances to continue being a funny guy.
Thanks, Chad. I appreciate you, dude. Hey, keep painting, huh?
You know what? I will. I will. This is not the last time you'll see this. I promise you.
Totally. All right, see you, buddy. Thank
All
you.
right.